Well, the moment is here. We can see it. We've got our absentee ballot. It's arrived for the election. So let's see what's involved. First thing we're going to do is open it up and see what's inside. The envelope should contain 4 things. The first thing we can see is a voter affidavit and privacy envelope. That's this yellow envelope. We're going to set it aside. Behind that, we've got the official ballot, which contains national candidates. You can see here on the front, national candidates, state candidates, and then we're going to have local measures and other local houses or local races on the back here. So we can go ahead and set that aside while we see what else we've got. We've got a checklist or instruction list that tells us everything that needs to be done in order. It's a bit more of a checklist than a full instructions, but we're going to set that aside to refer to as we go. And finally, we have the return envelope in which we're going to place the completed ballot. All right, so let's put those things down and we'll get started with the ballot. All right, so here we can see we're filling in a box. Look at that, great job. There's no error there. There should be no question which way this vote was cast. Alrighty, I've got my ballot completely filled out, and I made sure that all of my boxes are completely filled in like we can see here with no questions about what I meant. You can see I used blue ink for mine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it inside the privacy envelope. And I'm going to seal it. So I'm going to get that bad boy sealed. And then I did it all by myself because I'm a big girl. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign that I completed my ballot right there. You can see that. I'm then going to take this and I'm going to take my ballot and I am going to put it in here. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to check. So I have marked my ballot. I've folded and sealed it into the envelope. I have sweared to and signed the affidavit. I did not have assistance. I'm now going to seal it in the large envelope with the county commission's address. So here's my envelope with their address. I'm going to go ahead and seal this bad boy in here. You can see that's nice and sealed. Now, remember, in Tennessee, you have to pay to vote. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my stamp here. I've got these beautiful snowy day stamps. Highly recommend them. You can see, here he is. Put him right there. And I want to know if for some reason something happens to my stamp. I want to make darn sure I know. So I've got my return address stamp here. I am going to take my keys, which we can see here, and I'm going to take my mask, which we can see here, and I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to take my ballot down to my post office. Once we've done that, we can go home and log in on the computer, and you can actually track the status of your ballot online to know when it's received and to make sure that it is accepted. If it is not accepted, then you're going to be able to follow up to figure out what went wrong. I hope that is helpful to you, and thank you for joining me and participating in our democracy.